Close your eyes and listen. Can you hear the soft hum of a refrigerator, the gentle whir of a mixer, the pop of toast jumping from the toaster? These sounds we now take for granted were once revolutionary. Each appliance a small miracle that transformed how families lived, worked, and connected. Before these machines, housework was a grueling marathon that consumed entire days. Mothers, grandmothers, and homemakers performed backbreaking labor from sunrise to sunset. Then came a generation of inventors who looked at those endless chores and asked, what if there's a better way? Do you love uncovering forgotten stories of innovation? Subscribe to Vintage America Tales and never miss a journey through America's incredible history. James Spangler wasn't trying to start a cleaning revolution. He was an asthmatic janitor in Canton, Ohio, desperate to breathe easier while doing his job. In 1908, he created a makeshift contraption, a fan motor, a soapbox, a broom handle, and a pillowcase dust bag. When he flipped the switch, something remarkable happened. The machine actually sucked up dirt instead of just pushing it around. His cousin's husband, William Hoover, saw the genius in this device and bought the patent, launching a cleaning empire. By the 1920s, the Hoover had become synonymous with vacuuming. The rhythmic hum of these machines became the soundtrack of Saturday morning cleaning rituals across America. The Hoover didn't just clean floors. It liberated families from hours of backbreaking, rug beating, and endless sweeping. But cleaning floors was just the beginning of the household revolution. Before the Thor, laundry was a nightmare of manual labor. Women would spend entire days bent over washboards, hands raw and backs aching, scrubbing clothes in scalding water. In 1907, engineer Alva J. Fisher changed everything with the first electric clothes washer. The Thor worked like magic, a drum that rotated clothes, strategically placed blades, lifting and moving fabrics to ensure thorough cleaning. It even featured a revolutionary safety stop rod, an innovation far ahead of its time. Mass marketing began in 1908, and suddenly, laundry transformed from an all-day ordeal to a manageable task. Families could now spend their Saturdays playing, talking, and living instead of endlessly washing clothes by hand. The Thor didn't just clean clothes, it gave families back their most precious resource, time. From cleaning clothes to preserving food, innovation was about to revolutionize the kitchen. Before Kelvinator, keeping food fresh was a daily battle. Ice boxes, root cellars, and constant worry about spoilage defined family food preparation. Founded in Detroit in 1914, Kelvinator introduced the first refrigerator with automatic temperature control in 1918. By 1923, they dominated the market, capturing 80% of electric refrigerator sales. Suddenly, families could store food safely for days, plan meals in advance, and worry less about waste. The name became so iconic that in some regions, people called any refrigerator a Kelvinator, well into the 21st century. This wasn't just an appliance, it was a revolution in how families ate, shopped, and lived. If you're enjoying this journey through household innovation, subscribe to Vintage America Tales for more stories of American ingenuity. While food stayed fresh, Americans were about to transform their morning routines. Coffee was once a hit-or-miss affair, dependent on the skill of the person brewing. In 1905, Landers, Frary, and Clark introduced the universal percolator, transforming morning rituals across America. This electric marvel used gravity to cycle boiling water through coffee grounds, creating a consistently rich brew. The percolator's distinctive bubbling rhythm became the soundtrack of American kitchens. Families gathered around waiting for that perfect moment when the coffee's aroma would fill the room. Its popularity soared through the mid-20th century, becoming an essential part of daily life. Though automatic drip coffee makers eventually took over, coffee enthusiasts still argue that the percolator produces a superior cup when done correctly. From perfect coffee to perfect cooking visibility, kitchen innovation continued to amaze. Before 1909, baking was a game of guesswork. Ovens were mysterious boxes where food disappeared until you dared to open the door and release precious heat. Ernst H. Hunnefeld changed everything with the Boss glass door oven, creating a special window that wouldn't fog or shatter under intense temperatures. Suddenly, home cooks could watch their creations transform. No more burnt cookies or overcooked roasts, the glass door brought precision to cooking. What seemed like a simple innovation revolutionized how families prepared meals, turning cooking from a chore into an art form. The glass door became so essential that today we can't imagine an oven without a window to peek through. Precision was becoming the new standard, and mixing was about to get a major upgrade. The Great Depression couldn't stop innovation. In 1930, the Sunbeam Mixmaster arrived, featuring two detachable interlocking beaters that transformed baking and food preparation. Even during economic hardship, Sunbeam sold hundreds of thousands of these mixers. Its versatility was legendary. Attachments for juicing, mixing drinks, and grinding meat made it a true kitchen workhorse. The original models came in elegant color schemes, white with white bowls, and cream with beautiful green jadeite bowls that are now collector's treasures. The Mixmaster was so culturally significant that in 1998, the U.S. Postal Service honored it with a commemorative stamp. From mixing to blending, kitchen technology was advancing at breakneck speed. In the 1930s, musician Fred Waring and inventor Frederick Jacob Osseous created a kitchen revolution. Waring's $25,000 investment transformed the miracle mixer into the Waring blender, a device that would change food preparation forever. Priced at $29.75, the blender quickly found uses beyond the kitchen. Hospitals adopted it for special diets, and remarkably, Jonas Salk used Waring blenders during his groundbreaking polio vaccine development. By 1954, 1 million Waring blenders had been sold. This wasn't just about making smoothies, it was about democratizing complex food preparation techniques that once required significant skill and time. While blenders were revolutionizing food prep, breakfast was about to get its own makeover. Before 1909, making toast was a tedious, inconsistent process of holding bread near fires or hot surfaces. The General Electric Model D12 electric toaster changed breakfast forever, thanks to a revolutionary alloy called nichrome that enabled even quick toasting. The first electric toasters could only toast one side at a time, requiring manual flipping, but they represented a massive leap forward in convenience and consistency. From this humble beginning, toasters evolved to offer features we now take for granted: adjustable browning, different slot sizes, and specialized settings. No more burnt edges or pale, soggy bread. Perfect toast was now just a push of a button away. From quick breakfasts to revolutionary cooking methods, the kitchen was about to experience its most dramatic transformation. In 1967, the Radarange brought science fiction into American kitchens. Priced at $495, this first popular home microwave oven transformed meal preparation. Before the Radarange, microwave ovens were enormous, expensive machines found only in commercial kitchens. Amana managed to shrink both the size and cost, making this revolutionary technology accessible to ordinary families. Using microwave radiation, it could heat food in a fraction of the time required by conventional ovens. Despite initial fears about radiation, the microwave proved safe and quickly became an indispensable appliance. Meal preparation was no longer a time-consuming process, but a quick, convenient experience. While microwaves were speeding up cooking, refrigeration was undergoing its own revolution. In 1927, General Electric introduced a refrigerator so distinctive it was named after a Civil War ship's gun turret. The monitor top placed the compressor assembly above the cabinet in a revolutionary configuration that was both efficient and iconic. Over 1 million units were sold, demonstrating its popularity and dependability. However, it used hazardous refrigerants like sulfur dioxide, a far cry from modern alternatives. Despite the risks, this refrigerator model became a staple in American homes. Showcasing General Electric's leadership in early refrigeration technology, it proved that good design could overcome significant technical challenges. Before our final appliance reveals how music entered American homes, hit subscribe because our next stories are even more incredible. From preserving food to preserving memories, our final appliance brought entertainment into the home. The Victor Talking Machine Company didn't just sell record players, they brought music into American living rooms. Their Victrola phonographs, with distinctive needles and large sound horns, made music accessible to ordinary families. The famous His Master's Voice logo, featuring a dog listening to a record player, became a worldwide symbol. In 1929, RCA purchased the company, continuing the legacy of music reproduction. The Victrola played a crucial role in making music accessible to the masses and was the first to record jazz and blues. It wasn't just a machine, it was a gateway to cultural revolution. Which of these revolutionary appliances do you think had the biggest impact on daily life? Share your thoughts in the comments below. These 11 appliances didn't just change housework, they transformed the very fabric of American domestic life. Each innovation freed people from hours of manual labor, giving families more time together, more opportunities for leisure, and more energy for the things that truly mattered. From the Hoover that eliminated back-breaking floor cleaning to the Victrola that brought music into every home, these inventions represent the American spirit of innovation at its finest. They remind us that progress isn't just about technology, it's about improving human lives in meaningful, lasting ways. What home appliance makes your life easier? Drop a comment below and tell us which household gadget you couldn't live without. If you enjoyed this journey through household innovation, join us in Vintage America Tales. We're preserving the incredible stories of American ingenuity that shaped how we live, one revolutionary invention at a time.